This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Stafford to Cup there for a Rams 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jackson now to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they interplay here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 31. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Akers. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll look to run with Henderson, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The kick by Crosby is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
41 yards on the ground for him so far. Working with a 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. On the handoff, it's Akers. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Stafford. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3 tight ends up front here, third and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. To throw again on second down. Rodgers out to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a first down throw, Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And all the way down to the 26. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll run on first down. Akers, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Akers. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 16. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll give this to Akers running right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play, third and goal.
Check. Crunch.
Throwing is Stafford. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Gay's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Stafford. Right side caught by Jackson. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Able to find Jones. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. On play action. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for L.A., they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.